Hey everyone, welcome to Mindful Mindsets, and today we have our eponymous video. Eponymous? Eponymous? The video for which our channel is named, which is the 4 mindsets that you can use to be more mindful. And the first mindset is noticing new things, novelty seeking, seeing things that you haven't seen before. So when I first moved into a new apartment, I had a bunch of old clothes that I wanted to donate. And in Chicago, we have a bunch of these green bins where you can donate clothes and shoes. It's a great program. So I drove my clothes about a half mile away, donated them, felt great about it, and didn't think much about it. About a week later, I was gonna meditate, but my roommates were being a bit loud, so I decided I'm gonna go on a meditative walk outside. And the very first thing I noticed when I walked outside was right across the street, there was one of those green bins about 30 feet from my door that I had never noticed before, because every time I walked out of the door, I was mindlessly thinking about something else. I was mindlessly thinking about getting in my car or doing something in the future, when here, right in front of me, was something that I had never noticed. So if you notice new things, you will be more mindful, and being more mindful will inherently make you notice new things. The second mindset we can use to be more mindful is questioning, having a questioning attitude, and crucially, not necessarily needing answers, just asking yourself, I wonder why that is, or I wonder why we do it that way. And one of the best areas to do that in is your own sense of self, is asking yourself, why am I feeling that way? Why do I always do this? Why do I have this habit? When did I decide this? And just questioning makes you so much more mindful, because it forces you to see new solutions. So oftentimes we like to question things, we like to question authority, but often we're not actually questioning, we're more interested in telling people what to do. So rather than doing that, adopt a very questioning attitude where you are open to all types of answers, questioning without having a solution in mind. The third mindset that we can use to be more mindful is seeing new vantage points. This is especially helpful in dealing with other people. It makes us so much more mindful when we can see things from other people's perspective. So anytime you find yourself thinking that someone's stupid or malicious, ask yourself, what else could this mean? If I weren't allowed to ascribe malice or stupidity to someone else's behavior, why would their behavior make sense? So if you say, people like Justin Bieber because people are stupid, tell yourself, well, if I'm not allowed to use that explanation, if I'm not allowed to say that people who like Justin Bieber are stupid, why might they like him? And that's a trivial example. Something that might make you a little more triggered is politics. If you are liberal and you hate Donald Trump and you think Donald Trump got elected because people are stupid, people are racist, people are sexist, that may be true, but ask yourself, if those things aren't true, why else did Donald Trump get elected? Why did people vote for him? And if you're conservative and you think people hate Donald Trump because they're snowflakes and they don't get it or whatever, ask yourself, if I'm not allowed to use negative things to ascribe to those people, why else might they not like him? Why else might they have liked Hillary, for example? So ask yourself, if I'm not allowed to ascribe stupidity or malice to other people's actions, what else could it mean? Why else might they be doing what they're doing? And that will allow you to see things from their vantage point, and you will gain a much more mindful and helpful perspective. The fourth mindset that we can use to be more mindful is to have radical self-acceptance, radical self-honesty. Because if we're not accepting of ourselves, we're often going to want to escape. And when we escape, we are not going to be mindful. We're looking for mindless distractions because we're uncomfortable being with ourselves and being in the present moment. But having radical self-honesty allows us to be in the present even if it's uncomfortable. And having that radical self-honesty allows us to look at things from a clearer perspective, allowing contradictions, allowing ourselves to be hypocritical, allowing ourselves to say, I know that this isn't great for me, but I can't help doing it anyway, or I know I would be happier if I would let go of some of these pursuits and these dreams and these goals that I have, but I'm unwilling to do it right now, and just allowing that contradiction to be. I notice that in my own life. I have so many goals that I know they do serve me in a lot of ways, but in other ways, and some of them, certainly some body image ones, I would be happier if I were able to let go of, but I have to just tell myself, you know what? Right now, I'm unwilling to do that, so I'm just going to accept myself anyway and allow that contradiction to be. So let me know how you can use these 4 mindful mindsets below in the comments. Let me know which one is your favorite and what you have found to be the most helpful mindset in being more mindful. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.